Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Haley Rooney. I am a loan support specialist or loan support assistant at First Community Bank. I am also an ambassador with the Harrison Regional Chamber of Commerce. I'd like to go ahead and thank everyone for being here today. We're going to go ahead and thank the Chamber Board of Directors, the task force, our ambassadors, and all of our red coats. We'd like to go ahead and thank all of our distinguished guests and visitors for being here today. Today's an exciting day. Today we are going to welcome the Arkansas Martin Luther King Jr. Commission here to Harrison. We are so excited. So I would like to begin by inviting Deshaun Scarborough up here with the commission, or the Arkansas Martin Luther King Jr. Commission. He is their executive director, and he's got a few things he'd like to say.
I'm not Deshaun, but I'm Tiffany Pettis with the Arkansas Martin Luther King Jr. Commission. Mr. Scarborough is on his way, but I just wanted to tell you a little about the commission and our journey here. The mission of the Arkansas Martin Luther King Jr. Commission, a division of the Arkansas Department of Education, is to promote and preserve the life and legacy of Dr. King throughout the state of Arkansas, and to promote the principles of nonviolence and equality among all citizens. Our community outreach projects are designed to promote education and appreciation for history and to encourage youth to engage in positive leadership roles within their communities. The Arkansas Martin Luther King Jr. Commission works directly with communities in all 4 congressional districts across the state to promote the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. These programming efforts are a way to help the youth achieve Dr. King's dream of understanding and acceptance of nonviolence and human equality through building common unity among all Arkansans. The Commission announces today Rebirth of a City and its partnership with the Harrison Chamber of Commerce. The Commission is currently recruiting volunteers to assist in promoting its outreach. Our story here in Harrison began in 2012 under the leadership of then Mayor Jeff Crockett. We were invited here to Harrison to host the city's first African American history program. We were invited back in 2014 to host a nonviolence youth summit, which garnered the support of thousands of youth from across the state, in addition to a unity art showcase hosted at the historic Lyric Theater right here in Harrison, built in 1929, the year that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born. The cultural outreach program also paid tribute to the 60th anniversary of the Beatles' American invasion and their role in civil rights history, refusing to play in segregated music venues. The event captured national attention. The Arkansas Martin Luther King Jr. Commission also hosted a virtual sit-down recently with Mayor Jerry Jackson and the Harrison Task Force on Race Relations and Dr. Bernice A. King to discuss racial healing in Harrison. Dr. Bernice A. King is the youngest daughter of the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. She commended and thanked the leadership and the city of Harrison for doing the work. At this time, I am pleased to welcome the visionary leader of the Arkansas Martin Luther King Jr. Commission, Mr. Deshaun Scarborough.
All right, good morning. How's everybody doing? Afternoon. I tell you what, driving up the way to Harrison, there was some congestion in the streets, and I guess by the time I slept at the beginning of it and woke up, it was afternoon. So, good afternoon. I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of the Arkansas Martin Luther King Jr. Commission to thank you for coming to our ribbon cutting ceremony. On the count of 3, let's give it up for Harrison, Arkansas. What a humbling moment it is to stand here before you and a crowd of young and old to mark this very special occasion. Thank you for being here. The Commission has been working with Harrison community since 2012, and everything that we have planted into this great community leads to this moment. The work of the commission continues year-round, honoring the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King, the man with a dream. I would like to thank the Harrison Chamber of Commerce. It is indeed a privilege and an honor to be here today. Please give them a round of applause. As a state agency, this is a public demonstration of the Commission's commitment to the work and your city, Boone County, and the great citizens of Harrison. This community's passion for Dr. King's principles of brotherhood, fellowship, and nonviolence, and investment into its future continue to amaze and inspire me. Harrison has been recognized for its efforts on several occasions by the Commission, including the presentation of the 2016 Dream Keepers Award and the MLK Trailblazers Award presented to the beloved Harrison resident, Mr. Kevin Cherie. Harrison's task force residents have served as delegates as trainings sponsored by the Commission in Atlanta, Georgia. Every time we come to Harrison, we are greeted with open arms. Today's ceremony highlights our tangible reminder of our commission and our commitment to inspire a lifelong passion for service and education, and to help future generations carry on Dr. King's legacy of service. This is made possible in part by our unwavering commitment to working in all 4 congressional districts to assist cities with promoting diversity, economic development, and community service. The Commission uniting with the Chamber of Commerce today is a bold reflection of that commitment. October is Global Diversity Month, and I'd like to commend a Harrison resident right now. Her name is Melissa Collins, on being awarded the Excellence in Diversity Award by the Harrison Board of Realtors. Give it up for Miss Melissa Collins. Now, friends, Melissa was chosen for her dedication to highlighting the love and diversity in this community and what it has to offer. The Commission thanks you, Melissa, for all of your contributions in promoting diversity, and not only within your city, but within your state of Arkansas. Thank you so much. I'd like to recognize a gentleman who is not here, Bob Largent. Y'all give it up for Bob Largent. I'd like to thank Bob for his mentorship, vision, and a lot of this would not be possible and would have not happened without Bob Largent. And a very own Mayor Jackson. Give him a round of applause. Mayor and Bob have been so instrumental in a lot of the decision-making, new ideas, and very influential in bringing the Commission into town. As he promised me, Bob, the very first day that I met him, he was committing to working with us at the MLK Commission and being an agent of change. So thank you, Bob. I know you couldn't be here. You're out there somewhere. Thank you so much. We are branding this partnership today as a rebirth. Thank you to the City of Harrison and Boone County for your leadership. Today is significant for so many reasons. The Arkansas Martin Luther King Jr. Commission officially becomes part of Harrison's and Boone County, and you helped to make that happen. I thank you so much for the opportunity. Now, let's get into it. Harrison has had its challenges. Bad actors, we will not give you a platform. That has been part of Harrison's issue in the past. Harrison has been given an unfair title, and now we are hitting the reset button today. This city cannot move forward if we keep allowing the bad actors to tie our shoelaces together and not allow us to walk and move forward. It's time for a rebirth of a city. Do not allow the blogs to engage you into something that is bigger than you. You do not have to respond to every negative comment in a blog that someone makes about the beautiful city of Harrison. After today, our city will be moving forward at a rapid pace. Do not allow anyone to put us down. If someone wants negativity, they want to talk about a viral video or something that took place in the past. We're moving forward. That was yesterday's news. Am I right? Yeah. All right. But it's more than that. More than just what we're doing. Harrison will have to maintain and continue being proactive and continuing to espouse positive outreach to show that we are practicing what we are preaching. Silence is not the answer. If a wildfire spreads at a rapid pace in a small community and all houses on this street have burned, you don't go into the house, close the door, and think that if you mind your own business and keep quiet, that fire will burn and everywhere that you turn, the house, you don't have to worry about it. Silence becomes acceptance. We have to stop doing that. And as Harrison residents, we must stand up. And if you do not, you shouldn't be able to sleep well at night if you watch that fire burn. But keep in mind, none of us are omnipotent. We don't know what the future holds, but we must do best together in committing ourselves to making change. Harrison residents, now is the time for a new plan, new ideas, a new structure. Now is the time that we punctuate the meaning of a rebirth of a city. Now is the time that we're promoting unification and diversity at its best. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. But now I get it. Every city has its challenges, even Little Rock, where I'm from. But after this conference today, if there's one foul ball, we shouldn't be ready to end the game. We know and realize that there are people out there who want to be relevant by expressing negativity. I ask that we do not give them a platform. Let them go 6 miles outside of Harrison. But let's leave Harrison to grow and maturate and permeate within our community. We are inevitably our brother's keeper because we are our brother's brother. Whatever affects one directly affects us all indirectly. We're pushing the reset button. Therefore, I need everyone's individual expertise, everyone's determination, everyone's effort. And as that effort encompasses upon mandatory support, know that the importance of dispelling the negativity that hovers over our city, and I said our city, will allow us in being non-judgmental and caring for our children and families, and will keep us more aware and to understand the concept of better respect and permanence in our community. Now, folks, I live in Little Rock. However, as a state leader, Harrison's unfair and false reputation hurts our job market and kids wanting to go to school right here. I want to call up a friend of mine, Patty, Lane, and the Mulligans. Please come up. Ladies and gentlemen, these are my big brothers and sisters, or big brother, right? Lane, Patty, Pat, Lita, I love you. The relationship that we've had these years, no matter what our race, is this not the same way that we talk to each other every day? Mm-hmm. That's right. Yes. Nothing's changed. This is where we want the Harrison community to go. We want to embrace everyone and be inclusive. Thank you so much. Please have me. I appreciate you. Love you guys. I've worked with leaders in this town with great hearts. Former Representative John Burris, former Representative Kelly Link, and the former mayor, who was a good friend of mine, Mayor Jeff Crockett, a wonderful gentleman. Former Senator Johnny Key, who is now the Secretary of Education. Love that man to death. Had opportunities where he and his wife and my wife would sit down and have dinner on several occasions and enjoyed ourselves. He's a great leader, great couple, great human beings. Folks, by joining the Harrison Chamber of Commerce, we are now publicly demonstrating our commitment to making an investment in the city and the citizen here in Harrison. Together, we're promoting the city as a beautiful, welcoming community And at this time, I'd like to recognize someone. Would our commissioner for the Martin Luther King Jr. Commission, Ken Oliver, and Ms. Jonelle Former please come up? How's everybody doing?
Good.
All right, all right. At this time, I'd like to bring something to your attention that really impressed me. In the summer of 2020, Harrison citizens hosted a Black Lives Matter rally right here in the city of Harrison. And the Harrison Police Department ensured that citizens were able to conduct demonstrations in a peaceful manner, and officers participated in the march. Now, when I heard that in Little Rock, it really touched my heart. And by looking more and more into it, I really appreciate the efforts and seeing the promoting of the diversity and hearing of how many people were out there on the streets, and hearing how the chief of police took the opportunity to get out and roll up the sleeves and get involved. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd ask the chief of police, Chief Grady, to come to the stand. Chief, thank you for all that you do. And at this time, Ms. Farmer, would you please place this ribbon of Medallion of Excellence and Stamp of Excellence around the Chief Gaddy's neck? And y'all give him a round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jonelle. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Jonelle Farmer and our Commissioner, Ken Oliver from the Martin Luther King Jr. Commission. Okay, so here we are. Mi español no es bien. So, Tiffany, would you please come up and assist me? Ladies and gentlemen, our executive assistant for the Arkansas Martin Luther King Jr. Commission and our historian, Tiffany Pettis.
La misi-
All right. As the as the Hispanic and Latino communities continue to grow in Arkansas,
A medida que las comunidades hispanas y latinas continúan creciendo en Arkansas,
we want to host programming that brings their interests,
queremos ofrecer programas que traigan sus intereses a la mesa,
bring to the table and showcase Arkansas's vibrant, diverse culture.
a la mesa y muestren la vibrante cultura diversa de Arkansas.
I am honored to partner with my good friend, Carlos Chicas.
Yo estoy contento para colaborar con mi amigo bueno Carlos Chicas.
Carlos is a bilingual sports announcer to hosting sports events promoting cultural diversity.
Carlos es un anuncio bilingüe de deportes
And inclusiveness. Everybody please, once again, give it up for Mr. Carlos Chicas.
Otra vez por Carlos Chicas.
Thank you, Tiffany. We will do all we can to promote Harrison, Arkansas, and show the state and the world that Harrison is unified and there are great people here and great things happening. I am so pleased that celebrating with us today are Harrison's residents and community leaders whom I revere and I look forward to working with, and ask that you join me at the ribbon cutting ceremony. At this time, I'd like to ask our wonderful mayor, Jerry Jackson, to come to the podium and to say a few words.
Deshaun, thank you. I was trying to get that speaker turned off, so excuse me for that. I think I'd like to start by recognizing our former mayor. I know you mentioned him, but Jeff Crockett is over here. Jeff. Now, am I okay to say a few words?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, thank you. And I want to thank Deshaun and the commission. You know, I've gotten to know all the ladies, but especially Deshaun. You folks don't know this, but last year we had some very difficult times, and the administration and the mayor's office, especially Christine, I don't know if you're out there. I mean, we went through some real difficult times, and Deshaun pretty much came to my rescue. He gave me a lot of advice and a lot of comfort during tough times. There were times that, you know, nearly 10 o'clock at night we were on the phone together, and he was pretty much just listening to me, and I really appreciated that so much. But I think what I appreciate even more than that, I've known Deshaun for probably 6-8 years, and every time, and this is something the community needs to hear, every time Deshaun comes to town, all he does is talk about how great our community is. And he is always complimentary about Harrison, never critical of Harrison or its people. And then he takes that same message throughout Arkansas, and he tells the rest of the state how great Harrison and the people are. So, Deshaun, we can't thank you enough for what you've done and your commission. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mayor. I really appreciate that. We are a nonpartisan agency, the Arkansas Martin Luther King Jr. Commission, and our hopes are to unify the city. This unification at its best, right here today. I'm going to ask former Mayor Jeff Crockett to say a few words. He first invited me many years ago to Harrison, and he is also going to be recognized as one of the major sponsors for this upcoming King holiday, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that before we close.
Deshaun, thanks for coming back again. We appreciate you coming. 2012 was a different time. We had our challenges back then. We worked through them quite well, I think, and made some progress for Harrison with the nonviolent youth summits. Came a long way since then, and we keep moving forward. And I appreciate you being here to help us through it all. Without you here, we wouldn't have been here today.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for another one of our major sponsors, Mr. Scott Tennyson with Arvis Bank. Scott, give him a round of applause. Raise your hand, Scott, so everybody can see it. Pace Industries, who are one of our major King holiday sponsors. Please give it up for them. True story. Right before we close here, committed to the cause, thanks to Donnie Hampton, CEO of Pace Industries. Believe it or not, guys, I drove to Detroit, Michigan, about a week ago or two on the weekend to meet with Mr. Hampton. And I mean to tell you, this man is very down to earth, and he gets where we're going here in Harrison. He wants Harrison to win. He's on board. He's a great mentor, a great leader who believes in his city. And he's ready to hit the ground running to promote economic development and other King-related initiatives that we are going to be hosting. So thank you so much. All right, here we go. Let's start it up. Patty Metheny, could you please come up to the podium? Lane Ragsdale, Kevin Sharif, Philip Wood. Is Philip Wood here? Philip Wood is one of our major sponsors as well. Mr. Scott Tennyson, please come on up. John L. Fomer. Commissioner Ken Oliver, come on up. Anyone from Congressman Womack is in attendance. Is anyone here from his office today? Okay. Dr. Stuart Pratt, Harrison School District, please come up. I would like to also recognize and ask Carlos Chicas and our soccer team to please come up. Come on up. tonight I am going to look at young people, young people, young people. All right. Ladies and these are our young people coming from across the state, and our goal pretty soon will be to have a soccer tournament and program right here in Harrison, Arkansas. So these young men, along with Carlos Chicas, will be leading the way. Also, we're looking at contacting a Miss Georgia Morris, who's a great mentor of mine, and we will be hosting a statewide chess tournament right here. Right here. Yeah. One of our coordinators, Mr. Julian Jones, is here as well. Please raise your hand. He'll be part of that. All righty. Well, I tell you what, let me recognize one other person, Mr. Nate Williams, who will be part of our King Holiday celebration. Nate Williams, there he is. Nate is a professional comedian out of Little Rock, Arkansas, who travels all over the world, and he has agreed to come aboard working with us in a program that we're calling Laughter in Diversity. And he will be performing pretty soon in Harrison, Arkansas. I really think highly of Nate, and he's been one of our volunteers, key volunteers for many years, and we look forward to working with him. He actually is the only black owner of a comedy club in the state of Arkansas. That is Nate Williams. Red coats, are you ready? Come on up, red coats. Give them a round of applause, guys. Chamber of Commerce, join us. Melissa, come on up. Any elected officials here? Mayor? Chief, would you please come up and join us? Thank you, Harrison, for setting this in motion. Thank you for the steadfast belief in the vision of the Arkansas Martin Luther King Jr. Commission. Thank you for making Harrison a beloved community. Harrison, I am so excited about what we will accomplish together. Here's to a rebirth, pushing the reset button, and that's where we're heading, moving forward. All right, without any more delay, where's that ribbon? Give it up, awesome.
Sean, we're really proud you're here. We're really proud that Arkansas Martin Luther King Jr. Commission is part of the Harrison Regional Chamber, a member, and that shows that we are working to be better and together. Okay? We appreciate you very much. So, and Bob had a prior commitment, couldn't be here today, but normally he's the one that says, let's cut that ribbon. But guess what? I get to say it today.
All right.
Let's cut that ribbon.
All right. Yes, sir.